Hello everyone, welcome to another Music of the Month thing. I said that this would probably be the fight of the night from the event that happened in China for the UFC, but I couldn't find that fight anywhere because I forgot that events in the Asian regions, usually in China, they don't like to be found on the old Google. So, won't be reviewing that, sadly. I really wanted to, but I couldn't find the fight to watch, and if I can't watch it, I can't review it. So, and yes, I have a little announcement about PBW after this list is over, but let's get into this list because it's quite a big one. So we start with Awake at Last and their album The Change. I'm very very lucky I got this. It came out back in June. Um, I was looking forward to this album because I first heard about these guys a couple of years ago. I think someone on the Renegades Discord back when I was still on that Discord server before leaving. I think someone tagged me in the song, or it was a friend from a different server. Anyway, this was a pretty good, full length album for me. I don't know if it's their debut or not, but I think it's really good. I would personally give it a B, a solid B. Like, it is good. It's not like quite peak level, but I like the concept behind it. I like the production, and Spencer from Motion on Kills makes a guest appearance, so really good stuff. Next is the Callisto Boys with Die on Mars. First of all, love the band name, and the album name is also pretty funny. And the album itself is this weird sort of avant. I won't even call it avant-garde. It's just a weird album, but it's so fun, and it's so heavy too. It's like 12 Foot Ninja, but stepped up in weirdness levels in that sort of way. I give this one an A. I honestly think this could be on my best of the year list. By the end of 2019, this really surprised me. I didn't know what to expect from it, but yeah, I really liked it. Next is Grenades with Primate. This one came out in July. I forgot to mention Callisto Boys' album came out in June. Grenades Primate came out in July. And I wasn't a super big fan of this one. It had good pacing and good production, but the lyrics and the structuring overall just they didn't really make a lot of sense to me. I don't know. Like, this was a full-length debut, I think, and I couldn't find anything about an EP from them. And the fact that there's 14 songs on it, like, it's not a great start. I feel like they should have started small and then gone a bit bigger. I'd probably give this one a C minus, personally. Do I want to go D plus? Yeah, D plus, D plus. Next, though, is an album I really did like. Ithaca with the Language of Injury came out in February. Really fucking like this album. More good female fronted stuff, and I'm glad we've been getting more of that this year. Just really good. It's sort of like listening to female fronted counterparts in a way, and I fucking love counterparts, and I can't wait for their next album coming out, hopefully before the year ends. Yeah, Ethical Language of Injury, really like it. I would also give this one, I think I'm going to give this one A+. Plus. I definitely highly recommend this one. I really fucking enjoyed it. Next is Killswitch Engage with Atonement. Obviously, Killswitch have been around for quite a long time now. This is the third full album I've listened to by them. And I think of the three I've heard, I actually really enjoyed this one. It's got the best cover, in my opinion. I really like the album cover. But yeah, I thought this was pretty good, you know. I feel like it's a good statement to anyone who was doubting this new era of Killswitch Engage when they got original singer Jesse Leach back, you know. But yeah, I quite liked it. I would give it a probably B plus. Is that too generous? No, B plus. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, really good metal, really good sort of like the typical Killswitch style as you've come to know and love and expect. Next is Knocked Loose with A Different Shade of Blue. Their second album and the second one I've listened to by them. The first one since 2016's Love Tracks, which I thought was one of the most underrated albums of that year. I feel the same way about this. They've definitely improved in the areas they needed to improve upon. And if I had to give it an overall grade, I would also give this a... Oh, I kind of want to give it an A minus. Man, I definitely need to listen to it again, though. It's one that I could wind up sort of talking about, at least for my best of the year list, but yeah, I thought this was good. Knocked Loose, A Different Shade of Blue. Yeah. And, I forgot to mention Ithaca's album came out in February. Knocked Loose and Killswitch Engage came out in August. More on Police, the next album I'm about to cover, More on Police with About on the Sea, also came out in August. And from what I heard about these guys, these used to be a more comedy metal band, and they're from Norway, and they actually have a song called Teabag Your Grandma. And that's a hilarious song. So it's a surprising thing when this album came out. I haven't. This is my first full album by them, by the way. I'm just going off of information I sort of know from the Rock Critic. Thank God for him. He's good at this stuff. And yeah, this album is sort of like a lighter toned version, weirdly, of Joys and Act of Resistance by Idols last year. It's sort of on par with that in how really, really fucking good it is, and it also came out in August. I think Joys and Act of Resistance came out in August. I could be wrong. But yeah, last August. But I really like this. Once again, another one worth bringing up by the end of the year. I thought this was solid work. I'm going to give this an A minus, B plus, A minus, A minus. Let's stick with A minus. Don't want to be too generous, but I really did enjoy it, and it was just really, really good. Next is Northlane with Alien. This one also came out in August. My first Northlane album. I'm familiar with the band by reputation, and this was okay. It did feel a bit generic at points. It wasn't completely terrible. I just wish more of it stuck with my head. All in all, I think I'm going to give it probably a straight down the middle C. It's average. It's not great. It's not terrible. C. It's average. Next is Random Hero with Tension. Their fourth album, the fourth album in a row I've listened to by them, also came out in August. And I thought this was pretty good. It's personally not on par with the covering for me, because I really, really enjoyed the covering when that came out in 2017. But this still has its moments. It's still pretty good. I don't think it'll be end of the year stuff, but I did enjoy it, and it's definitely worth putting another spin on, I think. I think I'll give this one a straight down the middle B. Yeah, straight down the middle B. I thought this was pretty good stuff. Yeah. Next is Reason to Find with In Memory. This came out in March. I've got the whole list here. I don't know why it took me so long to. It came out when? No, it came out in March, and another pretty decent one. It sort of has a bit of a Beartooth flavour to it, but a female-fronted Beartooth. I wish this is another one. I wish more of it stuck with me, but more of it stuck with me than like Northlane or Grenades did. So I'm going to give this one a B minus. I think a B minus is a pretty fair grade for it. It was good. It definitely. Yeah, it was good. It was good. That's all really I can say. Next is the first of many bands beginning with the letter S. Saints of Sin with their self-titled album. I don't know if this is their debut or their second album. But it was really good. It was sort of like a sort of classic rock, sort of hair metal vibe that I got from it. And I really, really enjoyed this. It was just fun. It didn't take itself seriously. I like the throwback to it. It was really, really enjoyable. I think I'll give this a B+. Yeah, this was just really good. Definitely another one I'll have to try and listen to a bit more. Yeah, I liked it. Next is the Seafloor Cinema with A Metaphor for Honesty. This one came out in August, so I did Saints of Sin. Yeah, this was also quite good. As a really charming little sort of emo style album. Sort of that sort of in the vein of Tiny Moving Parts in a way. Yeah, I thought this was really enjoyable stuff. So yeah, I would give this one probably a B minus actually. Yeah, B minus. I think that's a pretty fair grade for it. So next is Shadow of Intent with Melancholy. Also came out in August. This was a pretty heavy metal album. It does drag on quite a bit for me, and not a lot of it stuck with me. I think I'm going to give this a C plus. I liked it, but once again, I don't remember enough of it to just really, to have it stick in my head to think, oh, this could be album of the year. It's not on that list. I liked it. I'm not super crazy about it though. Next is Skillet with Victorious. This one came out in August, and God, don't people know it. And, I mean, Skillet have this reputation now, and they're certainly, living up to it. And once again, the last few albums, Victorious is just okay, I feel the same way about the last few albums as I do about Victorious. It's not super great. It's good. It's decent. It's not I think it was Collide or Comatose? No, it was definitely Collide. It's not on Collide's level, I don't think anything where Skillet ever will be after how good Collide is and was and will continue to be. I give this a C. C plus? Yeah, C plus. I think that's pretty decent grade for it, in all honesty. Next is Sleater-Kinney with the Center One Hold, my first Sleater-Kinney album. I know they've been around for a little while. This is their first album without their drummer, or I think it was their last album with her, or I think she left shortly before. I forget. This one, it was pretty good, like female-fronted punk, really good political lyrics and stuff. Not a lot of it stuck with me, but I did ultimately like it, so I think I'm going to give it a B. I think a B is a pretty decent grade for it. I just wish I saw in Sleater-Kinney while other people saw in them. But yeah, it was okay. Next is probably the second album on this list that people will be talking about for August, besides Skillet. Slipknot with We Are Not Your Kind. A+. Definitely album of the year candidate. Like, you just have to listen to it to really, really understand that. It's fucking great. It's something different from them. I just really, really wish that they kept All Out Life on the album proper, because the album gets its name from a lyric in All Out Life, and the fact that All Out Life is an actual song on the album does, and it irritates me a little bit. It's like a little niggling thing, but the album's pretty much perfect. A+. What more need be said? Next is Spirit Adrift with Divided by Darkness. This one came out in May. This is sort of like the Raven Ages album. It's got like sort of throwback, more melodic metal sound. And I thought it was really good. It did have its heavier moments than that album did, though. And all in all, I think I'm gonna give this one probably a B+. It's definitely one I think I should listen to again. It was good. I think it should have been like a bit longer though, because I think all the tracks were about 5 minutes, but there's only 8 songs, so it's not like the world's longest album. I wish there's more of it to digest, you know. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. Next is State Fault with Clairvoyant. This one came out in June. I had some people criticizing the production of this, but I didn't think the production was that bad. And I thought this album was pretty good. I really, really thought. That's State Fault, not State Champs, by the way. State Fault's to State Champs, completely different bands. I thought this was a solid little hardcore, like post-hardcore piece, though. I don't know if it is going to be album of the year, but I did enjoy it. I'm also going to give this one a B+. I thought this was. Excuse me. I thought this was enjoyable, really, really good hardcore. I liked it. Next is Tomb Mold with Planetary Clairvoyance. This one came out in July. This is like a super duper heavy metal album with sort of like. It's got some sort of like prog elements to it and some like space stuff. It's weird to fully describe it, and you would have to listen to it yourself to fully get it, but yeah, once again, I think I'm going to give this one a B-. I enjoyed it, I just wish more of it stuck with me. Yeah, this is really, really good, really heavy stuff, though, so still good, not like super wow, great. Next is, obviously, the other album, the other album that people are talking about from August, Tool with Fear Inoculum, my first Tool album, and gets a B, I guess, I don't know. It was a bit long. There's like 7 songs, only one of them isn't over 10 fucking minutes. Oh god, this drags. It drags. I mean, I get why people enjoy Tool, but this album was okay. It was good. It wasn't great. It's not like, us Lords and Saviors. No, it just isn't that for me. I'm sorry. It gets a B. All I'm gonna say, it gets a B. It drags on. It's really long. It shouldn't be as long as it is. It gets a B. Next is Twilight Force with Dawn of the Dragon Star, not to be confused with Dragon Force, who are also releasing the album soon. Funnily enough, also Fantasy Elements, also a power metal band. I wish more of Dawn of the Dragon Star stuck with me. I think I'm going to give this a B-. Almost dropped something there. It was enjoyable, but it wasn't like super end of the year worthy stuff. Yeah. Not really much else I can say about it. However, it does have a really cool album cover, so got some hair. So there's that. There's always that, I guess. Two more to go. Obviously, Tool and Twilight Forces albums came out in August, so did Volbeat's Rewind, Replay, Rebound. My first Volbeat album, I think it was a bad start for me. I see a lot of people not really enjoying this one as much as they have previous Volbeat albums, and I sort of agree. I'm going to give this a C-. I thought it was good. It just wasn't memorable, and not a lot of it stuck with me. It was okay. No, I said good just a few moments ago. It was alright. It was alright. You know, it was above meh. You know, that level, above meh. And lastly is Wage War with Pressure, which came out in August and was also the last album I listened to last night. And here I was, pardon me, and I posted a video yesterday saying I probably won't be able to cover the Tool or Wage War albums, but here we are. So, it was okay. It did seem a bit cookie cutter and generic to me, but there is genuine heart for what they do. Could have benefited from being a bit heavy. It's the same problem I have with I Prevail albums. More likely their last one that came out this year. You know, it could have been heavier. It could have benefited from, like, trying something a bit different, at least. I'm going to give this one a C+. Yeah, I think that's a good grade for it. C+. And, yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for the actual music reviewing thing. I do have a little announcement, though, but first I'm going to explain another little thing. Actually, no, I've explained this thing already, but I'll say it again. So, obviously, the grades I say in this videos are not representative of the grades I all wind up posting on Discord. Yeah, they're obviously, like, not super representative of that. But, you know, they're not even going to be the same. I could say, like, something's bad in this video, but say it's a little bit better than that in, like, the post I'll make on Discord. Just clearing that up. And the last thing is... Okay, so I was training the PBW show last night, the Go Home show for Over the Top, my version of the Royal Rumble, and the plan was to have a men's Royal Rumble and a women's Royal Rumble. However, you cannot pick the women's Royal Rumble manually, and you have to rely on the game to automatically do it for you, and after like 50 odd times of trying it and not getting an all-female Royal Rumble, that really annoyed me. So, the plan is to instead have a tournament. A 20, no, not 20 women, 16 women tournament, sort of like the G1 Climax, but not a round robin because we don't have all the time in the world. But yeah, it's going to be a 16 women tournament, and the overall winner gets the right to face whoever the women's champion is at Defy the Gods for the women's title. I think that's a more than fair deal, and obviously the Royal Rumble for the men is going to stay at 20 to sort of keep it fair on the females, I guess. I am debating doing full 30, but I think 20 will do. Yeah, I think that keeps it fair. Keep that at 20, and the Golden Path tournament is going to be the one for the women. I'm really looking forward to doing that and seeing how it goes, and the first match of that will be on the Over the Top card, where Ruby Skylar will take on Eva Gensu. So, that's going to be a good match. The whole card's going to be really good. And I'll see you all, most likely for that, because I don't really have anything else planned for this week. So, I'll see you all then for Over the Top. It'll most likely be this Friday. It's going to be good. As always, thank you for watching. You're awesome. Bye-bye.